least I don't do crystal meth in the bathroom all night long.
That's my opinion!
He will never emotionally fulfill you.
Because I don't want to be a part of it.
Go to sleep! Go to sleep!
Close your legs to married men, trash box.
I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Welcome to Morally Corrupt. I am Rachel Lindsay, and she is Callie Curry. Oh, you know, today is our recap show.
What a day.
What a day.
What a day.
Like, I'm all, like, selfishly, I'm like, we can't catch a break, but really, these poor castmates can't either with Summer House. Like, normally, guys, this is our recap show, but because of breaking news, because of the multiple requests, so many people are like, are y'all going to do an emergency pod? We're not doing an emergency pod. We are doing our regular podcast, but we have to address what is in the news right now, breaking news. And that is a leaked audio from the Summer House reunion. I don't think we've ever had this happen before, which shows you how big of a deal just this entire reunion is, that someone would go through measures to tape, which Andy is calling illegal, a violation of privacy, which it is, right? Like, I actually think this is very wrong, but we have to talk about it. But before we get into our Bravo news, a word from our sponsor. This episode is presented by Too Good & Co. Creamer. So I love hot coffee, but whether you enjoy your coffee hot, cold, bold, or frothy, I gotta tell you, Too Good creamers make every sip a good one because they're made with farm fresh cream, real milk, and contain 3 grams of sugar per serving. That's 40% less than the 5 grams per serving in leading traditional coffee creamers, which makes for a rich, creamy, and delicious experience. Find Too Good creamers in the creamer aisle. Okay, Callie. This feels wrong, Callie. It just feels wrong. Nothing in me actually really wanted anything to leak from the reunion. I just want to watch the reunion. I appreciated Andy coming out right after and saying, guys, it was very intense. All the questions were asked. He's done 200 reunions and he's never had one like this before. That was enough for me. And now I will wait until it airs. It's leaked. It's out there. We, of course, listened. What were your thoughts?
I was actually going to ask you, which you answered, but like I was going to ask you if you like wanted or were you excited by it? And when I saw it, I was like, do I even want to listen to this? Like, I don't really want to listen to this. Like, I want to wait for the reunion. And I hate that it was leaked. Obviously, I did listen because I figured we were probably going to cover it.
Yeah.
And it was going to be spoiled anyways because so many of the accounts that I follow listened to it, reposted it, whatever. But I cannot, for the life of me, understand how pitiful Amanda is choosing to be. And at this point, I shouldn't be shocked because I genuinely feel like she is going to follow whatever script, whatever West says, she is going to march right behind him. Like, that is what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Every single version of Amanda that we have ever seen has been this like poor, defenseless, everyone feel bad for me. Like, I'm so sad. All of this is being done to me. I'm not doing anything. So for her to come into this and be defensive of awful actions, and again, this is a very small clip. I think the whole clip was maybe like a minute and a half, maybe less. So like we're probably going to get 3 parts, I would assume, to this reunion.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot more context that we don't have right now. And maybe she did come across more apologetic, but like, doesn't seem like that's what they're leading with. And I can't believe that she's willing to just follow West into hell.
And I mean, you know, from the clip, you're so right. And from the clip, you know, you hear Mia ask that question, like, why would you sign up for this? And, you know, you're right. It's indefensible. And that should be where Amanda starts. it's indefensible. But for some reason, she's trying to defend herself. And I mean, if history does have predictive value, and I mean by history last month, we should know that from this joint statement and from the dog post with words that we were going to get this version of Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the most shocking...
Between that, the Dodgers game, the bar hopping to the most popular bars in New York.
Yeah.
The way that they're acting, to your point, is proving that this is probably what we were going to get.
To them walking out the front door knowing paparazzi are going to be there. Like, we know this. If you don't want to be photographed, you don't have to be photographed. There are celebrities that you never see pictures of because there's always a back door, a garage, some kind of something you can cover yourself with.
There's so many ways.
You like it. You like what you're getting from this. Like, I think Amanda thinks this is cool. You know, like, even if I have to see that fucking Macarena video again of her dancing to whatever it is, thinking like, and people big upping it. Like, when it dropped, everyone's like, oh my God, look at Amanda. I'm like, she's doing the Macarena to some random, like,
also like half-ass Macarena. What are we talking about?
Thought it was
Guys,
sexy.
People need to get a grip.
Yeah, like.
People need to get a grip. She is wearing West's clothes, dressing. I don't even understand. I don't understand any of it. But I couldn't agree with you more at this point. They want the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Or I should say, he wants the attention. She'll do whatever he says because she is 100% following his lead.
Yeah. I saw somebody say how she kind of takes on the personality or the character of other people, you know, whether it's Kyle, whether it's Paige, whether it's West. You know, but I think the most shocking thing to me in the leaked audio was the way she does not value friendship. And if I'm a friend of Amanda, I would be like, I can't, I would be questioning everything. The fact that you can't understand that you are a bad friend, the fact that you, like, the jig is up, right? We've said this before on Morally Corrupt. We never really knew Amanda because Kyle was so Kyle that he took up so much energy that if you really pull that back and take that away, who the fuck is Amanda? And now we're seeing exactly, you know, who Amanda is, which isn't really saying much.
I mean, we still don't know who she is because she's taking on West's personality.
She's not a friend.
She's at the bars. She's at a baseball game, which, like, I've never even heard Amanda like talk, which it's fine. I get in relationships, you're going to do things that your partner likes to do. But like, none of this is Amanda. I don't see West going, I don't even know what Amanda likes. I couldn't tell you. But I don't see West doing anything different. I don't see West doing anything differently than he has always done. Amanda is just tagging along. So when is West going to do something that Amanda likes? Yeah.
Well, Amanda likes men. Amanda likes attention. And those things are very evident. And she will put, and Amanda likes herself. Okay. So that's her trifecta. Men, attention, yes. And herself. She is selfish because what I deduce from that audio clip is you don't know how to be a friend. You actually don't care about being a friend. You care about yourself. And when she makes the comments of, I didn't choose this, it's like, girl, that's what I mean by the jig is up. You could play the victim. You could be poor, pitiful me. You could do all of that with Kyle, but now you are separated from Kyle. You are right. I actually agree with you. You're still married, legally married. I don't care about all that. This is about friendship. Like, I don't even, that girl stuff, because I really don't like when people say all that. This is about friendship. You called Sierra a friend. Sierra called you a friend. Nobody's saying you were besties, but the fact that you are like defending it by saying, I didn't choose it, it just happened. That is a decision. That is a choice. Just like you chose to stay with Kyle for 10 years. Just like you chose to marry Kyle despite the infidelity. despite him
and stay with
acting
him
like a
despite the
man-child.
infidelity and the lying.
Yes. Like despite, those are choices. When you decide something, that is a choice. When you act on something, that is a choice. You aren't free from it. You are not childlike here. And Amanda has been playing, she's been infantilized the entire 10 years we've been watching her on this show. And guess what, Amanda? You got to put your big girl pants on now and face the music. And like, you're not getting away with it this time. Nobody is going to say, because like, I can already see it. It's like, I wasn't married. We're just two single people who liked each other. You know how it could work? She was a real friend. It would be, Sierra, you're right. What I did is indefensible, and I am so sorry. And I never wanted this to happen, and I should have been honest with you about my feelings, and I was scared, and I didn't know how, and so I just did everything wrong. And I'll never, if Sierra was her friend, right? I'll always regret losing this friendship over you. Like over this situation, losing your friendship over this. And, you know, like I can't, I'm here now, and I'm not saying I made the right choices doing it, but I'm ready to listen to you and hear how all of this made you feel, because I
and how this
am the
affected
one
you
who caused your pain. I know this is embarrassing. I know this, like I would be sick if a friend did this to me, but Amanda doesn't give a fuck. And that's the other thing. That's really what it comes down to.
Well, I have so many things, but two things on the I didn't choose this. First of all, you did choose this. The fact that she was like, I didn't choose this. You can't choose who you love. Yes, you can. Like you can't choose feeling something for somebody, but as far as I know, you have full body autonomy. You can choose whether you open your legs or close your legs. You're able to walk, you're able to talk, you're able to clap. Like, you can have feelings for West and never act on them.
Yep.
You acting on them was your choice, and you chose to act on them over a friendship that has been there for you for a long time. And that's your choice. You have to live with those consequences. But like, you can't do that while also acting like the victim. You can't do that while also acting like you're a good friend. And the whole timeline of it all, I personally don't care about the timeline. I don't care if you were two single people or not two single people, because that is not the root of the issue for me. The root of the issue for me is you being a terrible friend to someone who we are watching over and over and over and over again have your back, call you magic, say you deserve better. And you chose to ruin that for a guy who barely likes you, okay? So that's one thing. Then the other problem is Wes, same with you. You're right, two single people, whatever. I dated Sierra so long ago. Her and Kyle are divorced. You still chose to fuck your friend's wife. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So those are the issues for me. West and Kyle was never a good husband to Amanda, although Amanda chose to stay. So like, I don't know, maybe as guys, you guys could have like come to an understanding if you guys were honest about it. But like, West and honesty clearly don't go hand in hand. But that is the issue. I don't care if you guys were single or not.
Yeah, we don't
It's that
care.
you guys did it to people that you supposedly, quote unquote, care about.
Yeah.
And then lied about it over and over and over again. And I know some people don't believe Jesse. I believe Jesse. I believe that he was lied to over and over and over again. And it seems like he wasn't the only one. It seems like they lied over and over again to Jesse, to Kyle, to Sierra, to anyone that would ask them about it.
Mm-hmm.
That was y'all's conscious choice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing with the choose. I didn't choose this. Secondly, I feel like this was pre-planned for Amanda to say, because Sierra has said, you can't help who you love. You can't choose who you love. So Amanda is trying to use Sierra's words back to her. The difference is Sierra was saying that while also talking about being a Black woman and falling in love or being with or loving a white man on TV and all the hatred that she got from that.
Mm-hmm.
So for Amanda to then choose those words and try to use them against them to Sierra, I was like, this chick just either doesn't get it or really does not care and cares more about trying to validate her behavior than any pain that she caused someone.
Callie, nail on the head. It's privilege. And we can get into this conversation when we talk about the conversation that West and Sierra have at the end of Summer House. But what we are witnessing is privilege, both from Amanda and both from West. And they are acting in their privilege as society has allowed them to for, their entire lives. Yeah, forever, their entire lives, all of it. And so like, it's almost as if that's also why like Amanda and West are like what? Like what? Because this is how they have moved through life because society has told them that they can. Not necessarily saying Amanda being a bad friend, but just more of like, almost like the consequences don't matter or we'll be able to move on from this. And guess what? You know what? They probably will. We're fucking talking about West getting another show or at least being behind the creation of another show. If we don't see him, he'll at least get some kind of credit creatively for bringing this to the attention to Bravo. But yeah, it's their privilege. And I do want to say, I'm so glad you mentioned Kyle because some people are like, Kyle shouldn't say anything, but people do forget. I don't know how close they were, but Kyle brought West onto the show. Kyle and West were friends.
They're close.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they were as close as Amanda and Sierra.
But they're friends.
From what we've seen this season, it seems like Amanda and Sierra are very, very close. I'm not saying they were best friends off the show, but they were best friends on the show.
Yeah.
They were reality show besties, and they absolutely hung out outside of the show. So they were actually friends.
Yeah.
West and Kyle also hung out outside the show. Were they best friends? No, but they were absolutely friends. And what has been said by Amanda, by the way, if we want to use her words against herself, you should have a baseline level of respect for the people that you're going to be on a show with and share a summer house with that you're supposedly friends with.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly.
So, yes. Was Kyle the perfect husband? No, but Kyle was a good friend to West from all that we've seen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fucked up that you fucked your friend's wife. And Jesse on Watch What Happens Live or interview, I don't know, but he made a great point. Like, you didn't want me to shoot my shot at Sierra, someone that you dated 2 years ago, but you're okay with fucking our friend's wife who announced their divorce on January 19th. And you all, with your little timeline that I don't believe at all. I'm not saying it went all the way back to last summer, but if it got serious in February, and if people were already saying they were full-blown dating at the Super Bowl, which was February 8th, y'all were hooking up in January, and you're not going to tell me that you weren't.
Right.
And based off of all these photo dumps that we're seeing, y'all were hanging out solo
secretly
well into in 2025. So I don't know when it became physical, but you guys were leading up to that in 2025.
Yeah, the feelings obviously existed before then, and the flirting obviously was happening before then. I hope Jesse or Andy or somebody brings that up because it is they have to, right? It's a storyline. It's really Jesse's only storyline kind of this whole season, but yeah, like you weren't okay with Jesse. But somehow this is okay. Make it make sense because the rules don't apply to you. That's really what it is. Like
Yeah. They're so hung up on this being like legal. Like I feel like they're like, legally, we're all single and technically, It's like, we're not in a court of law here.
Yeah.
What is the right thing to do? What's the wrong thing to do? You guys did something that was fucked up to people that you keep saying that you care so deeply about.
Right.
And continue to lie to their faces.
That's why I hope that, like, when Sierra was like, but you, according to the state of New York, in the leaked audio, I'm like, that's not the issue. Like, it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Before I was divorced, I was already dating. Like, you're legally separated. Like, we're already dating. You're already dating other people. The only other thing I'll point out about the leaked audio is Amanda saying, when she's talking about, like, I lied to you and it all happened so fast and he was talking to other people too. And I'm like, so you knew that? So you were okay with that? Like, are we not?
She was willing to blow up her friendships for a chance to be with West. A chance. That's crazy. I loved what Mia said.
Yeah. Mia clocked it. I almost don't believe them. I think that they were always just going to fuck around. And I think that when the video got leaked, I mean, the video has not been leaked, but the information within the video was leaked. This was how they had to respond. I think that they acted physically on their feelings.
Well, 100% West. I believe that. I believe West was just going to fuck around with her and fuck around with whoever else.
Yep.
And also West being like there was no overlap in his little woe is me thing, which I had to like check myself for a second when West on his podcast was like, like he really did the like internet is a scary place right now. And no, the internet is a scary place because you did something bad. That's why it's scary for you. But then, Amanda's number got leaked and I don't know how it got leaked and someone texted her. She's a home-wrecking whore. Like, no one should ever do that. I was like, home-wrecking whore? I don't think that's that bad. That doesn't seem that bad to me.
Better
compared
than
to like
rat.
what could be said. I was just like, that's what he led with. That doesn't seem awful to me, but his whole point in saying that was to try to make people feel bad for Amanda. I don't feel bad for Amanda. I don't feel bad for you. I don't think that, again, do I think that her number should be leaked and she should be doxxed and all that? No. Do I think that people should be sending her death threats and all that? No. But do I think people need to like her? Do I think that people need to feel sorry for her? No, I don't.
No, I don't either. And
I stumbled across, you know how you get like on Instagram suggested posts or whatever, like I don't follow this person, but it like popped up to me. And it was like this long monologue on how West and Amanda did nothing wrong and everyone needs to calm down and blah, blah, blah. And I was like reading through it because I just want to hear what the other perspective is. And I was just like, this is so odd. And it was like Sierra's obsessed with West and it's embarrassing and blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, what? And like all the comments were like, thank you for finally saying this, da-da-da-da, whatever. And then I went to go comment and it was like comments limited. And I was like, got it, okay. Then I went to the person's page and they hate KJ. They don't like Maya. They don't like Sierra. And I was like, oh, okay. This is like a racist Bravo page. And the things that they were saying about specifically Sierra and KJ wasn't as bad for Mia. I was like, this is one page. I can't imagine how much hate she's getting from this. And she did nothing in this situation. Like, she hasn't even really commented on it. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like for her after the reunion. And again, these are consequences that Amanda knew about because Sierra has shared with her how much hatred she got for it and did not care.
Yeah, it's
about how her actions were going to impact Sierra.
No, it's a playbook. Like, Sierra's getting a lot of love, and sometimes the most negative things that people say, I do believe she's getting more love than hate, but the hate can be so loud that it can be triggering to an insecurity.
But she did nothing, by the way.
Exactly. Like
in this situation.
But I know that Amanda and West know that if they play into a certain stereotype for themselves, that like they will be given grace in a way that isn't afforded to somebody of color. And they know that. And they're aware of that. Like, you can't tell me anything different. You can't. Because I think that they all stay on the internet too much and they read too many comments or just having a lived experience or having been a lover of Sierra and the other one having been a former lover and a former friend. Like, you're very aware. And if West has all these Black friends and is entrenched in the culture, then he also is aware even more. Not saying he's sensitive to it, just definitely aware. I put on threads that I think it's time for me to come back to watch What Happens Live.
I saw this.
I was sitting there and I was like, when's the last time I've been on Watch What Happens Live? I think Scandival. I was for sure there during Scandival. It's time. It's time to come back.
Yeah.
I have some things to say. You know, I'm not going to say I need to be there by myself, but I just have some things. I just want to talk about it like we talk about it here, which, you know, it's not that it's a 20-minute show with commercials. So it's like there's not as much you can say, but I just think, but I want to do it after the reunion because I need to see how everything plays out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This episode is brought to you by Planet Oat Oat Milk. Do you like your coffee iced or hot? Whatever your flavor, if you want the perfect pour that's rich, smooth, and delicious every time, try Planet Oat. It's made for every cup. Check out varieties like Planet Oat Barista Lover's Oat Milk, great for frothing and steaming, or Planet Oat Unsweetened Oat Milk, which comes in 3 varieties and are 0 grams of sugar. Whether you're team hot or team iced, discover your favorite oat milk at planetoat.com. Not a low-calorie food.
I would like for everyone else also to just calm down. 4 episodes and we get the reunion. Like, let's just wait for the reunion.
So wait, what's the timeline? Because I saw somebody post it and I was like, oh my God, Father God. Like, I really need everybody to chill if we have a whole month before it airs.
I think it's a month. I think we have 4 more episodes left because there's still, the next episode is still second to last weekend. And then
2 episodes
I
from
don't know,
the last
for some
weekend.
reason but that's 3. I think we have a 4th episode. I think there's 4 episodes.
I think I saw 3 and then I saw In the City because that airs in May, and then the reunion, part 1, is what.
But I think In the City airs the same day as the Summer House finale, which is May 19th or something, like 18th, something like that. And so then the reunion's the week after.
Jeez.
I know.
I'm tired. I was already planning a watch party with a friend.
We're going to jump into the episode actually probably now.
Yeah, let's jump into the episode now.
It is hard to watch these episodes.
Yeah.
Knowing what we know now.
Yeah, like I it starts off with like Amanda and Mia consoling Sierra, and it's just like, all right, Amanda's doing what she's supposed to do in that moment. And that's the thing. It's like, we don't know what they were at that time. So, we're in August of 2025 at this point. We don't know what Amanda and West were, but I do appreciate the Bravo.
At the very least, it seems
they're flirty.
Amanda likes West's attention. Yeah.
But I mean, let's not forget, Amanda has said, West followed Amanda, defended Amanda, followed Amanda into the bathroom, said, I love you. So there is a closeness between the two of them that we haven't seen in any other seasons before that involve the two of them. So they're definitely closer coming into all of this. But it's just like weird. Like when they go back into the city and West is doing this dog rescue thing, which I am sorry is such a page out of a fuckboy playbook. That's all I kept thinking. And this would have been my comment even if none of this stuff had happened. He's like, I can't have a dog in the city, and I'm like, do you really volunteer with this organization, or do you just know it look like a guy loving on dogs is so like such a thing for women?
Attractive?
Yeah. Like I was just like, okay. But that whole interaction, the Bravo editors are definitely trying to make us assume things. Amanda gives West the hug. They punch the camera in to get a close-up of Amanda's face during that embrace, which might have been 2 seconds too long. And then even the conversation that Amanda and West are having. Like, what did you interpret when West says to Amanda, got any tips?
I thought West was kind of like, do you have any tips for like how to apologize to Sierra and get us to a better place or whatever?
But the comment before
Amanda was like
something about, it alluded to what we're doing now, like what the situation is now. Because I remember thinking, he was like, got any tips? Or he was like, got a comment? And
I noticed that.
She just kind of looked at him. And I was like, the whole exchange was weird. Like even Amanda getting as upset as she did last episode and kind of being like, you're so there for me. It's almost like, and again, we're watching it through a different lens. And I wouldn't have had this reaction had we not known any of this. But for her to say, I'm watching how you are with me and you're such a good friend and you've taken up for me, but then you're this way with Ciara, almost of trying to reason out like, how would you treat me if we're together? That's how it felt. Now, of course, it's a different lens. Like, this is how you are to the girls that you like.
Yes. I don't think I would think anything of it if I didn't know what we know now, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard to watch it and not think, because also, like, remember Kyle got Amanda a drink and West a drink and then went back inside to get his drink. And even when Kyle came out, they were both like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why can't you guys keep talking?
Yeah.
It was just, it's very strange. And again, I don't know. I don't even think, I will be real. I don't think it started last summer, like physically. Do I think that maybe emotionally? Do I think that they may have started to connect on a deeper level and weren't telling people, like that they were becoming better and better friends? Like maybe that. I don't think that they had gone like all the way to the dark side.
I think they had absolutely expressed to each other that they liked each other. And maybe we're like, no, we can't. I absolutely think that they knew, West knew Amanda liked him and Amanda knew West liked her. I do think that. I really do. Now, I'll agree with you. Maybe it wasn't physical, but you know, we also have to talk about how West is so concerned about how people perceive him. He is
100,000,000%.
genuinely obsessed with it, which is why, you know, I believe he was attracted to Ciara, but I also think he knew, you know, when he first came on, but I think he knew what it would look like for him to be with Ciara. I think it was a little bit of both. I do think he liked Ciara. I'm not going to take that away from the situation, but I think he was also aware of what it looked like. I think that's why he did the New York Times article, because he was concerned about the way people were reacting to the fallout with his relationship with Ciara, and he was trying to control the narrative. And I think it's why when he came back the next season, he was a mute puppy where he sat there because he wanted to show the audience it wasn't about caring for Ciara's feelings. We know that based on how you are right now. It was about, I need to show the audience that I don't want to do anything to upset her. And I'm so sorry, air quotes, that this happened. So I'm just gonna, and I want people to feel sorry for me because I can't be myself because I wanna center Ciara. And that is why in this season, he keeps saying, for 2 years, it's my main objective every day is to not make Ciara feel bad. But it's like, okay, Wes, that's fine. But then why do you dip in and start flirting with her? Why do you cross the line? Why do you have to keep telling us that your whole objective is to not make Ciara feel bad? Because you want the audience to take that in. You want them to be like, you know what? West really has been considering Ciara out of all of this. Like, you're not slick. Just do it. Just be a good friend rather than telling everybody how good of a friend you allegedly are.
I also feel like not making someone feel bad is like the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Like, if you're actually friends with someone, you probably shouldn't want to make them feel bad. That doesn't mean that you're in handcuffs. That means if you wanted to go and explore other girls or other relationships or whatever, you have a conversation with her. Hey, we're sharing a house. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I still want to be friends with you, but like, we're both single. I purposely last year didn't bring anyone home. I wanted to be respectful, but I feel like I want to be able to be honest with you and like let you know how I'm feeling. And I like this girl, or I invited this girl over to this party. I just wanted to give you a heads up. That's what you do. It doesn't mean you can't do anything. It means that you have honest, open communication so that you don't make people feel bad. And him continually saying it, to your point, it's like, you're saying it so that the audience, I think his whole thing is making us feel bad for him.
Yes.
And I think that's what he did the whole second season. And I think, or his second season, I should say. And I think he got the feedback from the audience was like, Wes was kind of boring this year. And he's like, okay, I'm boring because I'm not with Ciara. I'm boring because I'm not flirting with Ciara. I have to bring Sierra back into my storyline to make myself popular again. Which, by the way, like, even in March, he was commenting on her pictures like, holy frick. Why are you commenting holy frick while fucking her friend?
Thank you.
So, like, he was playing up everything that we were thinking. You were not a victim. I was a victim of believing in it and liking them together. He liked it because we liked it.
Yep.
And I'm not saying he didn't also like it. Anyone's going to like attention from a hot girl. And on top of that, it does seem like they had a deeper friendship that we never saw. So yeah, it's going to feel good to get that attention, but it feels really good to get that attention and know that that attention I'm getting from that girl is going to make me get more followers.
100%.
It's going to make the audience like me more. And that's what I think all of this was.
Yeah.
And now he's getting even more attention, which is kind of like the whole Yankees game of it all. You have to really want to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
You have to really want to be seen to go to the Yankees game, to go to Billy's, the bar, to go to the blind, what's it called? Dragon. He wants the attention.
Yeah. Because he knows.
And you're not going to convince me that he doesn't. I'm not telling y'all to go live under a rock. If y'all want to go date, go date. You don't have to stay in your house.
Right.
But to your point, Taylor Swift goes places and we don't hear about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure West Wilson and Amanda Batula can go places and not be seen.
Absolutely. And I think he knows that Amanda's getting the brunt of it. Like, he's, again, listening to what people are saying, to your point, and being like, leave Amanda alone. Because Kyle said it first, right? Leave Amanda alone. Mm-hmm. She's going through so much because he's trying to, like, we know he knows he's a fuckboy. We know he's a fuckboy, but he's also trying to show, no, like, I do care. I do care. And this is what it looks like when I do care and I am into someone. But then I see his interactions with Amanda and it just doesn't look like it. Like, West is a guy who seems more geeked about being with the guys than he does with any girl. Now, I will push back on one thing you said, and people might not agree with me with this, and this can get into the Sierra West conversation at the end when they grab coffee. If Sierra and West are working on a friendship and are agreeing just to be friends, obviously West crosses the line when he's rubbing his back and he's putting that foot on her and pulling up a chair close to her, which we know didn't mean anything, but still, like, that's obviously confusing to a Sierra. That's crossing a boundary of friendship. West is wrong for that. But I don't think that West has to tell her about a girl he is bringing to the summer house if they're friends. I do think it was problematic that he decided to make out with this girl sitting next to Sierra. That's super fucked up. But I don't think if you're friends, then you have to be friends. And he can be flirty with other girls at the party, but it was super messed up, the making out next to her. Like, totally wrong. Don't agree with that. And I do see a lot of people litigating this conversation with West and Sierra. And I have to say, I'm on the side of, like, listen, now we're talking about summer 2025. If you're friends, you're friends. And if you're friends and you want it to be something more, that is when we get into a gray area. And I think the reason that they can't move past it is because it feels like watching this, Sierra gets confused, maybe based on West's actions. Even Amanda says when they're in the city, the rumor is you and Sierra are super flirty at night, so West is playing into it. So there's not a boundary of friendship. And so I think that the emotion that we get for Sierra is, are we, aren't we? Like, you make me almost feel like we're friends moving into something. And so when Sierra's like, we can't be friends, I don't want to be friends with you, because their friendship is flirty and leaves the door open to something more. And I think watching this, Sierra would like something more. In August 2025, that's what it feels like watching it. Because if you're done with a person and there's no feelings attached, like, yeah, it fucking sucks maybe to see them flirting with other people, but you don't emote in that way unless you still have some kind of feelings towards it. And West probably is aware of that and plays into that. And that's where it gets confusing for Sierra. So when people are like, maybe litigating why is Sierra acting like this or why is Sierra saying we can't be friends, because their friendship leaves the door open for something more. And I think that Sierra would like for it to be something more, at least at this timeline. I'm not talking about right now. That's what it feels like watching this. And so I get it. It's
I agree.
we can't be friends because we aren't just friends. We are friends that flirt and friends that have a history. We tried it. It doesn't work. There are still emotions attached, at least on her end. She's not saying it, but that's what we're seeing.
I completely agree with you. And I think because Sierra does not allow herself, from what we've seen for however many seasons she's been on, to be vulnerable with people. The reason why it's hard for her to let go of West is because she was very vulnerable with him.
Yeah.
And he knows things about her life and her family that most other people do not. And that's why she keeps saying, like, you were one of my best friends. I don't think that she gives that to that many people. And she gave that to West. I think it's more than just like the flirty and the physical. I think it's that she opened up to West in a way that she generally does not open up to people.
Yeah. Yeah, she says it.
And I think it's hard for her to have that person in the house. And I guess I don't think that he has to like ask for permission to bring a girl back, but I think if you want things to go as well as possible, it's just a heads up. Not that he has to do it, but I think that's the easiest way to make things go smoothly and to just like be a good person if you really, really care about Sierra the way that you supposedly say that you do. But watching that conversation, I just kept thinking, like, it just seemed like all of it was just like, what can I say or what can I do to make sure I look okay in this conversation?
100%.
And even him
himself.
saying he resented her because people didn't like him because of her. And I'm like, people did not like you because of the choices that you made. It had to do with her, but she wasn't sending people to not like you.
But again, that is his privilege. I said we get back to it. This is the most privileged conversation on behalf of West in this. You are prioritizing. I'm not saying you can't feel a certain way. Let me be very clear. West has feelings. I'm sure it fucking sucked that people were hating on you. But let's also remember that this is based on how you handled this situation. And the fact that Sierra fixed her mouth to apologize for West.
I know.
I screamed. I don't want to scream right now. I'm not going to blow your eardrums out, but like I literally screamed. I was like, why is she apologizing? Her biggest thing was, and we get those flashbacks with she's talking to Craig. Austin embarrassed her. She doesn't want to date somebody again and be embarrassed. She played the long game. She did everything right. He did everything to play onto that and then pushed her to the side. He embarrassed her. They try to work on a friendship. She opens up. He embarrasses her again with this girl making out next to her. Or embarrasses her by making light of the fact that Jesse wanted permission to kiss her. Now here we are again and you're embarrassing her. You know her biggest thing is to not be embarrassed. And somehow out of all of this, you resent her for people responding to the way you treat her. Somehow it's Sierra's fault. It makes no sense. It is literally your privilege. That is the only thing that you are prioritizing in all of this is yourself. Poor pitiful West. For 2 years, I haven't been able to bring a girl to the house because I have to consider Sierra's feelings. Well, that's because you keep blurring the lines and not communicating and handling the situation right. That's really what it is. And look at where we are now. It was almost as if you were breadcrumbing us to a situation like this. I mean, never could we have predicted this, but that's almost what it feels like. Hated this conversation, hated it for Sierra. Like it just, every episode we just see who West is more and more and more.
Well,
and for him
Amanda,
to be like, I see you more to Sierra, it's like, you're just repeating her words. She wants to be seen. Amanda's saying it. So now West is like, well, I need to tell her that I see her. Well, obviously that only lasted through the summer because you definitely stopped seeing her after that. It's just like, it's just so ridiculous to watch.
What did you think of Amanda, like, continually calling in to be like, did he apologize? What's happening? What did he say?
That's what I'm telling
Like, I was just
you.
like, what is going on? Why do you keep checking in? We've never seen this before.
And that's the other thing. And you saw the preview for next week.
Yeah, she did it again.
And she gets pissed that
Wes saying it was the best day ever when I'm not there. Yeah, that feels good.
Kyle
What?
had an
Why do you
inkling.
care?
Kyle had an inkling. Like, that's such a weird comment. Like, it'd be different if everyone was like, this was the best weekend ever, and you're not there. But singling out West, there's no way that she didn't hit West up and say, like, you had the best weekend and I wasn't there. I'm telling you, they knew they liked each other.
Know,
they knew they liked each
know.
other. And what made me sick too was it's such a girl friendship thing to like have your girlfriend secretly on the phone or, you know, like texting or on FaceTime when the guy walks in and you're like, no, you can stay. And like Sierra's thinking she's having like this moment with her girl when really Amanda's secretly listening for herself. You know, it's just, I cannot believe we have to watch 3 more episodes.
Also now with this timeline, like I've seen old clips of Amanda and Sierra on Watch What Happens Live, which was on February 4th, which is 4 days before the Super Bowl, where people were saying that they were already like fully together. So yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. And it's so sad that this all, just to note, this all overshadows Mia having this beautiful moment with this medium and her brother, and Sierra just like taking notes and just like, you know, like just so emotional over her friend. Like that is a friendship. You know, what would we do if like Mia was not a part of this? I don't
know. Mia is a star. Like,
yeah,
thank God for Mia. Mia has been incredible on her first season. I just love KJ. He's way more chill. Like, he's not going to be in the mix as much as Mia, but I love KJ. And I like Bailey.
Yeah, I like Bailey. She
Levi,
has like word
for
vomit.
some reason,
but I
is
like
getting
her.
completely edited out.
Yeah.
But I like Bailey. And guess what? Seems like Bailey wasn't wrong.
Damn.
And I can't wait for that at the reunion too, Mr. Ben.
Because you know what that is, to Bailey's credit, and you know, not ours or even the castmates in the house, we've kind of been blinded by what we've known before. Like Bailey's coming in with fresh eyes and kind of calling it like she sees it. And we're like, what are you doing? You don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, well, yeah, I do.
That's what I saw. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I do.
And she was correct.
Yeah, she was correct. Sorry,
so
Bailey.
That'll be interesting too.
Sorry, Bailey.
Can't imagine what these last 4 episodes are going to be like, and can't imagine what it's going to be like to watch In the City, but we will be tuned in.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to support In the City. Guys, like, we haven't really talked about it, but, you know, my friend Whitney is on it with her boyfriend, Kenny. So I know Kenny. I know Gavin. Is that the only friend group in there?
I don't know any of these names that you're saying, but I'm excited for In the City.
I don't know any of the other people outside of the ones from Summer House, but I know that friend group because they're my friends in real life. So I am, I'm going to support, I'm not supporting, well, obviously we're going to talk about it on this podcast, but also like my friends are on that show. So, you know, looking forward to watching that.
It seems like it's more centered around Lindsay and her friends than Kyle and Amanda. I think Kyle and Lindsay are actually friends, and that's why they're on the show, because it seems to be Lindsay's show. So I am excited for it.
Yeah, this is the Valley for New York City. It seems they want people with couples or kids and relationships and stuff like that. So,
so Amanda will be on for 1 season, probably.
I mean, girl, like,
I mean, she fucked her bag in so many different ways. Again, to be a chance and for a chance, an option.
And again, I know we've said this before. It's been a while, but like, you could have had it all, right? You had,
she
you played
could've.
this so wrong. Like you flew too close to the sun, basically. Everybody was on your side. Everybody was rooting for you. Everybody was anti-Kyle. Everybody was like, Amanda's gonna get all the things she wants, you know, with the right man for her. You could have had all the endorsements, all the opportunities. And for what? I saw somebody say online, Midwest? Love that nickname. Love that nickname.
They have a lot of nicknames for West. On Watch What Happens Live last night, they were calling him West TD.
Who said that?
I don't know who this woman was, but I've definitely seen her before.
She was on Watch What Happens Live?
Yeah, she was in a seat.
And she called him West.
And she was like, well, West TD. And then she looked at Andy and was like, that's what we're calling him overseas, West TD. And Andy was like, West TD, and covered his mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
West
Andy
TD.
covered his mouth and was like, West TD.
And they kept it in the show.
And she was like, yeah. Oh, they kept it.
The benefit for West, too, and this is the last thing I'll say before we briefly touch on some of these other shows. The benefit for West is that he has Complex, which there's not crossover of the audience. And he's going to have that going for him. He has an outlet. He has, I'm sure people know, but they're kind of like, what? And you're not slick also. Don't use that podcast you have with that girl to try to get us to start listening to that podcast.
I was going to say, West has Complex. West has a podcast. West, at the end of the day, unfortunately,
It'll be fine.
In my opinion, has, he's a fuckboy. Fuckboys are fuckboys. Unfortunately, this society is way more accepting of a fuckboy. So, he's fine. He's witty. He's funny. He'll be just fine. Amanda, I'm not sure where she goes, especially if her and West don't work out. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Okay, Ashleigh, thank you. Her name is Cush Jumbo. She's a British actress.
The Good Wife.
The Good Wife.
That's where I know her from.
I've never watched The Good Wife. Is that a really good show? I feel like people love that.
So good, and you would like it because it's about being a lawyer.
Okay, I'm gonna tap in.
It's old, but it's really good.
But that means I can binge watch it, which I love.
But I think she's about to be in a new show on Apple, so that's probably why she was there.
Well, shout out to her. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
If you're me, what is the best time for me to go on Watch What Happens Live?
I do think after the reunion, because usually we'll watch the reunion and be like, I wish they would have said this. I wish they would have said this. They should have said this. So I feel like after the reunion, you can go on and be like, I took notes and a few things were missed. And let's talk about it.
All right.
And let's also talk about what it's like for Sierra.
Yeah.
And why this is a bigger deal than just people cheating and people everyone's like, the Raquel and Tom thing is worse because they were doing it under her nose and they were fully together and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't even care about that part of it.
Yeah. This is layered.
It's the friendship part of it. Yes. It's the friendship part of it on both sides. And it's knowing what she just went through and is detailed for you in this specific relationship and all of the fallout from it and how it really fucked her up.
Also,
and you were like, I'm going to bring another fallout to you. That's what I want you to go through again.
Also, once it all came out and we got past for Scandival, we got past the Sheena Watch What Happens Live of it all and the restraining orders and all of that. By the time we got to the reunion, correct me if I'm wrong, but Raquel didn't try to defend it.
Oh, no. She was so apologetic. Raquel was pretty apologetic, and they were also not going to Yankees games and kissing. And Raquel was also not like, I need to post for my mental health, said no one ever, and then just go to the most popular places in New York. It's just it's all beyond insane. It's inexplicable, the behavior.
Well, TBD, guys. Again, if we don't recap Summer House in these next few weeks, just understand why. I'm fucking exhausted. We talked about it for an hour just now, and we have to. We have to. It's there. It's there. Can we just watch the episodes in totality, make comments, observations from that, and leave all the extra stuff outside of it. I don't want any more leaked audios. I don't want any more Dumois posts. I don't want any more Bravo and cocktails. I don't want any more bar pictures of Amanda and West. I don't want any more sporting events. I just want to enjoy my Bravo
peace
in peace. And I'm pretty sure the castmates would like that as well. Can we have a good May? Is that too much to ask for? Can we have a good May?
Well, don't you also think, I'm like, they clearly want the attention. So what if everyone just stopped giving them attention?
Yeah. I
don't know.
I do. Yes. Okay, let's give a little attention to Atlanta and Rhode Island. Rhode Island, this is the 4th episode, and this probably was like the least dramatic, and it still gave us so much. It still gave us things. The way they casually drop bombs as if they're
like
asking,
it's not a big deal.
What's the weather? Is wild to me. I love their everyday conversation. I mean, literally, this wasn't a huge episode, yet we still learn that Kelsey and Dino had a thing, where we know Dino is accused of allegedly having a thing with Liz, which she heavily denies. Rosie is on Ozempic, and I don't remember what it was they said, but she's obviously having something with her booty, and it ended her career. Yet then Kelsey says, no, that's not why. It's because everybody knows she was having an affair with her higher ups. And we move on. It's like the things that, did I miss something else that popped out this episode? It's like the things, didn't she say Joellen say that her husband grabbed her sister's boob? Like, and her sister wants to have Gary's sperm? Like, this is just par for the course with these ladies.
Very casual. Very casual conversation. I am Alicia. She's sitting on the beach and they were like, so can we talk about last weekend? And Alicia was like, please, thank you. I've been waiting for it all day. I didn't want to bring it up, but thank you for bringing it up. Let's get into it. I live for this. This is what I wanted to talk about. I'm like, thank you, Alicia. I feel similarly. I was waiting for you guys to get into it.
Tell us everything. No. I was too. And I understand Alicia more and more when we're around her family. I loved the scene of the aunts and the moms being like, telling Ruella, I hope you hurt him. I hope you hurt that man. And them casually talking about infidelity and how their husbands have cheated on them and taken stuff for them. And because who is it? Oh, Alicia.
Or what about, I was gonna say, or them being like, is your name on the house? Is your name on the business? Is it? And Alicia's like, I respect Rula. She's such a boss bitch, blah, 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 blah. Like all of it, Alicia's my favorite.
I like Alicia.
Her on Watch What Happens Live was also amazing. The
woman with the car.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They really casted this show.
Yeah.
So amazingly.
Do you think Dolores is getting, like, I haven't looked at the credits, but I wouldn't be shocked if I saw Dolores' name there, because we have to realize this was when New Jersey wasn't filming.
Like a producer credit?
Yeah, like New Jersey wasn't filming. Yeah. She and Liz are obviously super close, which means she's close to some of the other women. And I have a feeling we're episode 4 and we've seen her on at least 2 of these episodes already. So I feel like Dolores is very much so involved with the coming together of all of this. But the irony of Ruella and Alicia, it's so interesting. Ruella is somebody who's understands the legal and financial situations of things. I don't know if she's self-made, but she's a boss according to Alicia, yet not when it comes to her personal life. And then you have Alicia on the other end, who also is like intimidating to so many people in the friend group, intimidating because she's like the other side of Liz. Like they're cut from the same cloth, which is a saying she can't get. She's
like, welcome to Rhode Island, bitch.
Yes, I deeply resonate with her not getting sayings together. Oh, but you knew she had it in her. Like, look at the ants. She had it in her, but yet she doesn't have it in her when it comes to her man,
husband, her boyfriend.
Yeah, like she helps him build this business. She takes care of house and home. She gave him a kid, and he won't even put her name on the house. He won't even. She's not
put her
name
in
on
the business that she came up with.
Yeah. It's just interesting how these women have all of these other things, but then they can't give it on the other side of things. It's just interesting, as you break that down, which I think that's the case for, I would say, a lot of powerful women, because, you feel like, you've mastered the professional side of things, but you often get accused of not being able to be loved because you're so hard in these other areas. And so like, you don't want to play into that stereotype. So sometimes like you're more submissive than you should be, or
you're
like you're trying
soft.
to prove how soft you are to keep the man, because you so often get accused of being a man eater, because you are, when it comes to professionally. So I thought that was really interesting. What else? I mean, that's kind of it. Touching it, there's so many places to go. There's so many places to go with this. And I think the other thing I really love too is these women have no shame in talking about their past. And that's a freedom that you don't see on other shows. Everyone's tiptoeing around it, right? Like, there's no blue eyes. What do you mean I did this with the Utah Jazz? Because I'm not saying any of this is true. It's just like they'll throw these things out there on other franchises, and it's like they're so offended by it. And here they're like, yeah, so-and-so and I weren't exclusive at the time, so I had this thing with Dino. Or, oh, yeah, my husband was out of town, so I hung out with this man all the time. Or, yeah, I stole this, my husband now and my sister used to date. Yeah, like it's
from my sister. Yeah.
No shame.
I think that because they all know each other, that they can't, like they actually know each other from forever ago, they can't really pretend that stuff's not true. They were on a red carpet this week, and they asked Alicia, like, what do you want to ask your next cast members? And she was like, ask them who the most popular in high school was. And they asked them, and they were like, oh, Alicia. And I was just like, not Alicia being like, let them know. Let them know who the most popular was.
From high school. But you know what's crazy? Outside of Rhode Island, like a big city, because we talk about this, right? This is kind of the beauty that it's like a smaller community. It's like, why is that person still trying to relive high school? But in Rhode Island, I bet that still carries weight. Because they all know each other. They all still live there.
She
nobody
came up
leaves.
with the question quick.
Yeah, nobody leaves.
And they answered
Rhode
it pretty
Island.
quick. They were like, oh, Alicia, no one was cooler than Alicia in high school.
And that's probably a thing. If everybody from high school is still in Rhode Island, Alicia's still the coolest thing around. I mean, I think she's cool just watching her now. But I guarantee you that title still holds weight. Nuts and figs.
Yeah. Yeah. And no, her saltines.
And saltines. Alicia's the dolls, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's her big downfall for me. The dolls creep me out.
But didn't you forget about them after this episode? You forgot about them.
I did. I really did.
Yeah.
I did. But they're creepy.
They are creepy. Okay, last but not least, Atlanta. We're starting to see, I feel like, seeds being planted that there will be a fallout between K. Michelle and Portia.
Yeah. I don't want it to happen.
I don't either. But, and I think I
genuinely believe Portia.
Oh, about the miscarriage comment?
Yeah, I felt like she was like, what? Listen.
I think K. Michelle's overreacting.
I mean, we watch Portia on Traitors too. Like, she mixes up her words. She says things she's not supposed to. She blurts out the first thing on her mind. And I think also because Portia I think she said she's had a miscarriage. Like, I think she genuinely was like, oh my God, did you have a miscarriage? And then eventually figured it out. But K. Michelle being like, Portia knows what's happening, da-da-da-da. I'm like, I promise you she doesn't.
Yeah, she's forgetful, for sure.
K. Michelle is still very upset about everything that's happening to her body, rightfully so. And we did learn this week because we talked about it last week, because we were like, I thought she already had that surgery.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is going to be an ongoing thing for the rest of her life.
That's so sad.
Which is crazy.
And it's from the injections, not the actual surgery. Mm-hmm. So it's even wild to me. It's like you think somebody gets a BBL and that's done, but she just kept going and going and going, which is,
well, she tried to get all the silicone out and they can't get it out.
Yeah.
And then from the last surgery that she had, the wound got infected and then silicone came out of the wound. Like, also, for that to happen 8 months after her surgery.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But she said, I don't think I'm ever going to get all the silicone out of my body.
I know.
You know what else I appreciate about K. Michelle? I love that she adds some vodka or Hennessy to every single drink that she ordered on the show.
Keep it going. Keep it going. And
she's like, oh, I'm gonna have a drink.
When they don't know, right? Like when they were having tea last week and she's like, oh, I already had a little hit. I put a little something in it. Love. I also love that, she's not afraid to go on social media and vent, because for the people who are just meeting K. Michelle for the first time, you're starting to see that K. Michelle in that first episode who was taken aback and was like, this is not what I signed up for. I don't want that drama. I believe she doesn't want it, but it's in her.
I believe she doesn't want it. She wants to turn the page, but she can't
get out of her own way. She can't get out of her own way. So
she can handle it.
You're starting to, just like you're starting to see what's going to happen probably with Portia and K. Michelle, you're starting to see there's another side to K. Michelle. She can go
Even
another
being
way.
like, what's up with Phaedra? All she doing is laughing.
Nope.
I was like, oh, K. Michelle's ready to go.
She's coming for Phaedra.
K. Michelle's ready to go.
And there's not even a reason for it.
She told everyone what a Hot Pocket was. So now we can all be on the same page.
Love that. The Pinky Cole of it, it's interesting. I'm not understanding a lot of it. I need more. I'm not understanding. I mean, she's given us a lot, right? From, getting with her partner quickly to learning that they were in the car headed to divorce or what was it? Get rid of the marriage, and then they kissed and made up and laughed about it to, it seems like everything's happened really fast. His business, their marriage, bunch of kids. Mm-hmm. It seemed like she had kids back to back to back. Now her business, it moved faster than she thought. CFO stealing money, $20 million in debt, bankruptcy. Now reality TV. This is a lot. This is when as much as I enjoy watching it and I'm trying to make sense of it all, I'm also like, maybe we shouldn't have put cameras in. Maybe we have some of the other things to figure out first. But maybe we needed
But also
this
she's
attention.
probably like, I needed money.
I needed the money.
Mm-hmm.
I needed the attention for my business.
Free advertising.
Yeah. But that can be good and that can be bad. We finally see Drew and Black go on a date, to which I say, ew. Who is this Black? Like we've been hearing about Black forever. We finally get him. And I said, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Drew is interesting. That's all I can say.
I just don't get it. I don't understand her moves with
either.
With any of it. I'm not even talking about with men. Just like everything, I'm just like, it's all over the place. It's just all over the place.
She's all over the place.
And what is Angela doing with this house? Even her daughter is like, Mom, Angela lost.
What is Shamia doing with this rum?
What is Shamia doing with this rum? A booty mold? Rum bum?
But also, her husband is like, okay.
Well, she got slapped with reality when they were like, it's going to be $30 just to make it. Rum is not that expensive. So $30 just to make it, and they don't even have the fruit you need for flavoring, which means if you do it, it's going to be artificial.
There's just no way that she's going to get the margins that she needs based off of what we've seen so far. Hopefully they'll make some changes, but from what we've seen so far, the margins aren't there.
This, you know what it feels like? It's like somebody, she gets a lot of attention for her bum. Shamia looks great. And she goes to this place that makes rum. And it's like she started with the thing, rum bum. That's a cute idea. And then tried to work her way back from that. And it's not working. We've hit a wall. Like, I'm going to make rum bum. It's going to be so cute. But I needed to see a mold of she wanted some mold of her butt. I need to see what the bottle. I need to see the packaging. I ain't drinking rum out of a booty.
Well, also it makes sense why she accentuated a little bit.
It's just, there were 3 not good ideas on this episode. Rum bum, Angela buying that house, and Drew and Black. So we got a lot to go.
I was like, what's the third one going to be?
Drew and Black. Yeah, that's it on that. But I still am really enjoying Atlanta. I'm still obviously enjoying Rhode Island. And I'd like to pause on Summer House. There are other good things. I mean, we still got Beverly Hills.
Well,
we still
Beverly
got
Hills-
the Valley.
Beverly Hills Reunion Part 1 was pretty good. I'm sure we'll cover Part 1 and 2 next week because it started off pretty feisty.
I haven't watched it yet. So that'll be my weekend
it was
watch.
good.
That'll be my weekend watch. Okay. Well, a lot to tap into. So you never know where we're going to go each week.
You need to catch up with Ladies of London.
I'm
It's great.
caught up. I'm caught up. I just didn't watch this week's episode.
I didn't watch last night yet.
I haven't either.
I haven't watched last night.
I haven't either. But up until
we will
then.
also tap in there at some point.
Yeah. We need to. It's very, very good. I'm super into it. A lot of good Bravo happening right now. So if you're exhausted by the summer house of it all, or you need to take a little bit of break, there are so many things to watch on Bravo. That's what we're doing. But to be the true professionals that we are, we have to tap in and cover it. But just know we see you, we hear you, we feel you. We're tired too. And if we are, God only knows what they're feeling. Do whatever you need to do to take a break this weekend from it all. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. We will see you guys on Tuesday for the news of the week. Until then, bye guys.